The NBA offseason is in full swing, rumors are flying, and suddenly one tweet flips the script for a historic franchise. Golden State Warriors fans, used to high-stakes drama and championship aspirations, find themselves the center of heated, online debate. The topic? Trading for Denver Nuggets 6'10" sharpshooter Michael Porter Jr., a move that could reshape the Warriors' future. Opinions are fiery, arguments are passionate, and the fan base is split like never before. Today, we take you inside the debate that's lighting up social media, dissecting the pros, the cons, and the raw emotions behind the latest trade buzz swirling around Dub Nation. The appeal. Why trade for Michael Porter Jr.? It's not hard to see why Golden State, a team in need of size and shooting, would have their eyes on someone like Michael Porter Jr. At 6'10", Porter offers a blend of length and scoring ability rarely seen in the modern NBA. He squares, up from deep with confidence, career 40.6% from beyond the arc, and provides the floor spacing that every team dreams of around stars like Stephen Curry. Over the last 3 seasons, he's averaged at least 16.7 points per game, complemented by an impressive 7.0 rebounds each of the last 2 years. Better numbers than many expected from a perimeter-oriented forward. Fans craving a return to the strength-in-numbers philosophy see Porter as a potential third scoring option, forming a dynamic trio with Curry and Jimmy Butler. Imagine having a larger, more athletic version of Klay Thompson launching threes, filling lanes, and grabbing rebounds. Even if not quite the perimeter defender Klay was at his peak. The fit on paper? Almost perfect. The reservations, why fans are skeptical. But then, if you scroll through the tarnished Dub Nation on social media, the elation turns quickly to skepticism. Porter's playoff campaign this year was marred by a nagging shoulder injury, and the memories of his ongoing back problems haunt conversations. Sure, he's played at least 62 games each of the last 3 regular seasons, but doubt lingers. Is this durability sustainable, or is the next setback just around the corner? The contract numbers also loom large. Nearly $80 million owed over the next 2 years. For a player who doesn't create shots for others, isn't a high-level defender, and has never run an offense or anchored a defense, the price tag forces pause. Fans rightly ask, is it wise to spend so much on someone who's basically an off-ball sniper and rebounder? Porter's health and contract aren't just worries. They're the dividing lines in this spirited debate, the playoff picture. The microscope on Porter's performance. The Warriors have built a culture around playoff excellence. When the lights are brightest, the stars shine. But this past postseason, Porter's shooting went cold at the wrong moment. Partly due to the shoulder, yes, but also a harsh reminder that playoff basketball demands more than spot-ups. Fans are wary. Can the Warriors endure another injury-plagued postseason, or risk relying on a third option who may not be ready for the Bay Area faithful want a sure thing to maximize whatever remains in the Stephen Curry championship. The contract conundrum, value and flexibility beyond. The on-court fit, basketball is a business. Almost $80 million on the books for 2 seasons is a major commitment for a team already straining its luxury tax limit. The Warriors' front office must balance present needs with future flex. Is Porter the player to invest in, or would such a deal hamstring Golden State if injuries flare up or the roster needs further tweaking down the line? As the debate intensifies, some fans argue big moves come with big risks. Others say the team must stay nimble for bigger fish, or more well-rounded talents who might hit the market. Trade roadblocks. What would a deal look like? It's easy to dream, but hard to make numbers and motivations match. The Warriors and Nuggets, both Western Conference contenders, would need to navigate significant hurdles to reach. One popular scenario floated: a sign and trade with Jonathan. But for Denver, fixated on contending with Nikola Jokic leading the charge, trading away their premier shooter for a still developing forward doesn't add up. The financial math? Even tougher, given the intricacies of NBA salary matching and cap constraints. Could the Warriors instead shop Draymond Green and other pieces? That's another non-starter. Shipping out Green, despite his age and declining offensive output, would strip Golden State's already thin defense, essentially weakening one identity to boost another. It's a classic case of robbing Peter to pay Paul, and most agree the trade-off just doesn't make sense. Even on Denver's side, the Nuggets have precious few perimeter weapons around Jokic, and moving Porter for a 35-year-old Green, who defenses frequently dare to shoot, would be a head-scratcher for the reigning. Multi-team trade fantasies. Pie in the sky or possible pathway. Maybe a third team is needed to make the pieces fit. a true NBA blockbuster involving multiple franchises and creative cap gymnastics. Yet even here, analysts and fans agree. The odds are against it. With so much at stake on both sides, and no obvious win-win scenario, such a deal looks like a long shot. The sizzle of speculation makes for great internet debate, but in reality, such moves rarely materialize. The bigger picture. As a Warrior, let's use our imagination. Michael Porter Jr. in a Warriors uniform. The offense becomes even more dynamic. Curry faces fewer double teams. Defenses scramble to cover a new deep threat, and rebounding receives a much. The run-and-gun identity would be alive, maybe even supercharged, with Steve Kerr drawing up new plays to maximize the arsenal. But for every highlight reel, there's a risk. If injuries return, if Porter doesn't deliver in the postseason, or if vital defensive glue is lost in the trade shuffle, the cost could far outweigh. The Warriors' legacy is built on savvy decisions, not more. That's why this debate means so much to the fans. They want to see boldness, but not recklessness, as the window with Steph Curry. Fan sentiment, passion, pragmatism, and loyalty. The internet's reaction tells the story. Some fans are starry-eyed at the idea, others are immediately bracing for headaches. The louder voices call for patience, for rewarding homegrown talents like Kuminga, or trusting the front office to find underappreciated gems without mortgaging the future or strain cap. Meanwhile, others argue that even with risk, superstars win championships, and a core of Curry, Butler, and Porter could be the shakeup needed for another run at the top. But loyalty to players like Draymond Green, the architect of much of Golden State's defensive magic, deep. Any move that dilutes that legacy draws in. Final verdict. Would the reward out? So where does Dub Nation stand? There's excitement, hesitation, and everything in between. Porter Jr. would bring elite shooting and size, two ingredients every team covets. But the uncertainties in his health, contract, and fit weigh heavily, especially for a franchise that's always thinking about the next move. Barring a wild multi-team scenario, most analysts predict the idea is more viral clickbait than real front office strategy. Golden State's prospects may be better served making smaller, smarter moves, fortifying the supporting cast around Curry rather than going all in on a high-risk thing. One thing's certain, the conversation has tapped into the pulse of Warriors fandom, showing just how much this next chapter means to the Bay Area and basketball alike. Share your voice, Dub Nation. Now we turn to you. Should the Warriors chase the upside and bring Porter Jr. to the Bay, or is it time to trust the current core and protect the team's flexibility? We want to hear your take. Drop a comment below with your honest opinions. And if you appreciated today's deep dive, don't forget to hit like. Your support fuels our coverage and keeps these big going. Thanks for watching, and stay connected for all the breaking news, inside scoops, and passionate debates right here, where the Warriors family comes together.